Hello everybody, we will be getting started shortly. Welcome, I can see a fair few of our regulars are on. DJ Nigel is assisting me and
hello everyone.
Going to be making notes of the scores and your comments. So yes, welcome to everyone who's joined us so far. Welcome to our regulars. Welcome to new people, first timers. I hope you're going to enjoy it. It's very much a retro quiz. It's a pen and paper quiz, so we'll be asking you to write your answers down on a piece of paper, not to put them in the comments, and we'll be having 4 rounds. It's 8 o'clock, I'll put this down. We shall be having 4 rounds of 10 questions, and we'll have a tiebreaker as well, as we do, even though, whether or not we need it. So, yes, the format will be lots of fun. It's going to be mostly 60s, 70s and 80s music questions. There'll be a little bit of 90s in there. Yes, so grab yourselves a drink and a snack or whatever, pen and paper, and
Beef Wellington.
Beef Wellington?
if you like. So I do a few shout outs.
Do a few shout outs,
so,
please.
Regulars, we've got Lynette, who's on. I'm not sure if she's in a team with Perry this week, but Lynette is on. Margaret from Fife. Hello, Margaret. So Paula and Garvin, I don't know whether that's team Peg, Paula, Ethan, Garvin, or it's just Paula and Garvin. And Paula has said that thanks for the kind words. So you're more than welcome, Paula. We were sorry to hear about your father, but yes, glad you've decided to join us. I think it's good to have a little distraction at these times. Yeah. And welcome to your daughter Amy as well, who's joining us as well, who I know works very hard. Phil Bebbington is on. Phil and Julie, he's been on before and enjoyed the quiz. Right. Andy and Vanessa up in Tamworth. And we've got a few new people. We've got Steve Wallace, who says hi from a noob, and Adrian Veitch, Veitch. Sorry if I've mispronounced that, Adrian Veitch, I think that is pronounced. Jane Cooper's on, who's another regular who does well. We're waiting for the Welshies. Here they are. Colin and Stacey are on. So we've got something to say to Colin and Stacey, haven't we?
We want to say a very big thank you, Colin and Stacey, for our lovely gifts that arrived in the post this week. Colin and Stacey regularly come on our quizzes, and thank you for that. Thank you for our support. And
they normally do well as well.
They do well, yes. And anyway, they have their own business, and they've produced these very lovely mugs. And the business is
Print Pad Designs, isn't it?
Print Pad Designs. Yes. So look them up on Facebook. They're on Twitter and on the web.
So for all your personalised mug requirements, tonight's quiz is proudly sponsored by Print Pad Designs.
Yay!
Told you we'd give you a shout out.
Much appreciated. Thank you very much.
We've had Dave Ricketts just joined, Dave and Vicky. Vicky. They joined again. They enjoyed it last time, so they're back on.
Fantastic.
And then we've got another newcomer here, Hannah. So welcome, Hannah.
Yes, welcome everyone. Shall I, while you're making a note of the name, shall I start proceeding?
Yes,
because, I think we've got lots of people who've joined us this evening, which is fantastic. So, as I mentioned earlier, 4 rounds of 10 questions, all on pop and rock music from the 60s, 70s and 80s, and just a little bit of 90s in there. You're marking your own. So, what we want you to do is write down your answers. We'll do 1 round. Write down your answers as you go. Then I will reveal the correct answers and you'll be marking your own. And I think we'll just be asking for the top scores for each round this time, because if we ask for all the scores, I think we'll get bogged down with making a note of all the scores, because we've got lots of people on tonight. So please don't cheat. I mean, you can do, but it's not worth it.
You're only cheating yourself.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
So
as we say.
And it's not like you competing for a big prize or anything. So
Is there a prize? Have you got a prize?
Well,
Oh, there isn't a prize.
it's
the glory.
The glory of
glory of
having the shout out that you come first. So anyway, I'm going to get going because I think we need to, don't we?
We do, yes. Carry on, Peg.
So, okay. So, for the first round this evening is This Month in Music. I usually do This Week in Music, but I've expanded it to a month now. So, these are events that have happened, notable chart singles, people's birthdays and that over the last, this month, the month of February. So, without further ado, and yet, just to remind people, please don't put your answers in the comments. You're writing your answers down on a piece of paper. Right, number one. This month, in 1987, Aretha Franklin had her first UK number one. It was almost 20 years after her first hit, Respect. What was it? And I'll make it easy for you. It was a duet.
Oh, you're too kind, Penny. You're too kind.
Being very generous.
She asked me these questions earlier on in the week, and she didn't give me that extra supplementary clue.
We'll have a range of difficulty in the questions, but we'll start off easy. So, to repeat, this month in 1987, Aretha Franklin had her first UK number one, almost 20 years after her first hit, Respect. What was it? It was a duet. Okay, question number 2. Which American singer and songwriter was born this week in 1942? She wrote many songs with Jerry Goffin, including It Might As Well Rain Until September, The Locomotion, Will You Love Me Tomorrow, and You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman. Her Tapestry album has sold over 15 million copies worldwide. Who is she? So that's question number 2. Which American singer and songwriter was born this week in 1942? She wrote many songs with Jerry Goffin, including It Might As Well Rain Until September, The Locomotion, Will You Love Me Tomorrow, and You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman. Her Tapestry album has sold over 15 million copies worldwide. Question number 3. Which Motown singer, songwriter and producer was born this month in 1940? He became the vice president of Motown Records in 1972 and has written apparently more than 1,000 songs over 70 years. He started writing as a child. I think that puts it at one of 2 people. But only one of them became the vice president of Motown Records, as far as I'm aware. So that's question number 3. Which Motown singer, songwriter and producer was born this month in 1940? He became the vice president of Motown Records in 1972 and has written more than 1,000 songs over the last 70 years. Right, here's something for people who like the early 80s.
That's me.
Yes, that's you, isn't it,
Yay.
Nigel? DJ Nigel loves his 80s. David Allen Abbott was born this month in 1958. He was the frontman and principal songwriter with a British new wave band before becoming a solo artist. But by what name is he better known?
I can't remember this now. You told me this the other day.
One of your favourite bands as well. So, to repeat question 4, David Allen Batt was born this month in 1958. He was a frontman and principal songwriter with which British new wave band before becoming a solo artist? But by what name is he better known? Now, on the subject of favourite bands of yours, DJ Nigel.
Yes.
And your alter ego.
Oh.
On Friday the 13th, 1970, which band released their debut self-titled studio album on Vertigo Records in the UK? Peaking at number 8 on the charts, it has been viewed as one of the key albums in the development of the heavy metal genre.
What wine's Penny drinking?
What
wine are you drinking tonight, Penny? we need Paula involved in this because this is.
I will come on to that at the end of the round.
You've grabbed that wine halfway through the round.
Yes, well, I don't want to,
the
voice to go.
You have to keep your.
You need to lubricate my vocal cords.
You do that.
I don't think I'm actually lubricating the vocal cords, am I?
No, it's not staying in them long enough, is it?
Anyway, to repeat, number 5. On Friday the 13th, 1970, which band released their debut self-titled album on Vertigo Records in the UK? Peaking at number 8 in the charts, it has been viewed as one of the key albums in the development of the heavy metal genre. Number 6. This month in 1980, the Specials were at number 1 on the UK singles chart with the shortest song to reach number 1 in the 1980s at 2 minutes and 4 seconds. But what was that song?
Now, Tony Joyce should know this. He is a mod after all.
Yes.
So he should know this. If he doesn't, he should hang his head in shame in King's Heath. Never to be seen out ever again.
So to repeat question 6, this month in 1980, the Specials were at number 1 on the UK singles chart with the shortest song to reach number 1 in the 1980s at 2 minutes and 4 seconds. What was that song? That's exceedingly short, isn't it?
It is.
Question number 7. This is a little obscure. This month in 1972 saw the first UK number 1 single to prominently feature a synthesizer. In this case, a Moog synthesizer, way back in 72. The song was Son of My Father and was actually written by Giorgio Moroder. But which band had that number 1 hit? So to repeat, number 7, this month in 1972 saw the first UK number 1 single to predominantly feature a synthesizer, in this case a Moog synthesizer. The song was Son of My Father and was written by Giorgio Moroder. But which band had that number 1 hit? Back in the day, do you all remember the Top of the Pops records? The
compilations.
The compilations that weren't original artists, and I remember having that, the album that was on. Oh, actually, I might have had it on an originals album as well. Compilation album. I'm going to look at that in a minute. Right, where's question number 8 gone?
Seamless, Pen, seamless.
Question number 8. I'm just on mixing around a bit. This month in 1978, who had Uptown top ranking at number 1 in the UK singles chart? So that's question number 8. This month in 1978, who had Uptown top ranking at number 1 in the UK singles chart? number 9. Which English singer-songwriter, record producer and champion of world music was born this week in 1950? I nearly said the wrong year. He was a member of a well-known prog rock group before finding solo success. He co-founded the WOMAD Festival in 1982. That's question number 9. Which English singer, songwriter, record producer and champion of world music was born this week in 1950? He was a member of a well-known prog rock group before finding solo success. He co-founded the WOMAD Festival in 1982. WOMAD standing for World of Music, Art and Dance.
We should have had that as another question.
And finally for round 1, question number 10. This should bring back some memories. This week in 1989 was the infamous Brit Awards ceremony that was broadcast live to the nation, in which just about everything went wrong. Lines were fluffed and bands miscued onto the stage. Winners included Phil Collins, Annie Lennox and Erasure. This was the last year the show was broadcast live for obvious reasons, but who were the hosts?
That was an absolute car crash, that was, wasn't it?
I remember watching
it. What a nightmare. It was the funniest thing on TV at the time, though, I have to say. It was absolutely hilarious.
He was hilarious. So, to repeat question 10, this week in 1989 was the infamous Brit Awards ceremony that was broadcast live to the nation, in which just about everything went wrong. Lines were fluffed and bands miscued onto the stage. It was the last year that the show was broadcast live. Who were the hosts?
And I don't think those two have ever hosted anything ever again.
No.
Well, they should. I think they should. They should host something like the Eurovision Song Contest or something.
Right.
That'd be brilliant.
While you're finalising your answers to this one.
Yes.
Yes, I was going to... First of all, I was going to check if I... Oh, yes.
Well, Paula needs to see what wine you're drinking. Yes, let's have a look at this.
So I'm back on the Merlot, the wine route.
Oh, the wine
Merlot.
route. Yeah, this is a popular choice, isn't it?
Yes, it's quite quaffable. And it's... yes, it's one of these where you see it like a little gold medallion. You thought it's won an award, but it hasn't. It just says it's been specially selected.
A bit of a con, really.
for a meal deal. And that's why I got it, because it's on the meal deal at Tesco's. It is nice.
How much was it with the meal deal, Pen?
With the meal deal, it's £10, the whole meal.
And what do you...
So there's a main
course, a
side
dish.
a dessert and a bottle of wine.
Well, that's not bad, is it?
I know.
Well, there you go, then.
And I was also going to look out for that album.
Yes. You should have thought of this before, really.
Yes.
Don't show
No,
them.
I'm not yet.
No.
I've got it ready for when...
Don't show this lot, they'll cheat. I know what they're like.
Cheat? Surely not.
Paula has chipped in. She's drinking Trivento Shiraz. Ooh, a robust little number tonight then, Paula.
That sounds nice.
Very good for the winter, I think. It's been cold, hasn't it, this week?
Oh, it's been bitterly cold.
We haven't been able to get warm in this house. It's been terrible.
Well, I can show this because it's not on the front cover.
Oh, I'll write that one down. Lindeman's The Discoverer Shiraz. It's a new one.
I like Shiraz. Yes,
Yeah.
so I've got the record Son of My Father on this compilation album back from 1972. Gosh.
Now Gary's on the beer. Well done. I'm still Lynette's on Dandelion Burdock, bless. I'm still on the wagon, surprisingly,
yes.
and it's now mid-Feb, so I've gone from the 31st of January to mid-Feb, which is unheard
very
of.
well.
Prosecco and Banks Bitter, eh? Well, hey, Carmen Stevens Angel selection. Oh well, we've had a request for repeats of 1 and 2 and number 4, please.
1 and 2, number 4. Right, okay. Number 1, this month in 1987, Aretha Franklin had her first UK number 1, almost 20 years after her first hit, Respect. What was it? And it was a duet. Number 2, Which American singer and songwriter was born this week in 1942? She wrote many songs with Jerry Goffin, including It Might As Well Rain Until September, The Locomotion, Will You Love Me Tomorrow, and You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman. Her Tapestry album has sold over 15 million copies worldwide. And number 4, did you say?
Yes.
David Allen Batt was born this month in 1958. He was the frontman and principal songwriter with the British New Wave band before becoming a solo artist. But by what name is he better known? Right.
Okay, so...
Are you ready for the answers?
Well, we are soon ready for the answers.
Yes.
Did you want to do while people are finalising their answers and
Yes.
scribbling, did you want to just mention what is happening in the forthcoming
in the
weeks?
Forthcoming weeks.
Well, tell them about the great thing that happened last Saturday.
Oh yes,
Oh,
so
yes.
last Saturday we managed to do our first music live stream for
Months.
Yes, and it went well.
It was a fab night, it really
was good fun. So those of you who don't know us, we're vinyl DJs, as you might be able to guess from our name, and we do DJing in the Birmingham and Solihull area. And there's pubs and bars where we regularly play under normal circumstances. Obviously, we're not able to do that at the moment. But last year, when the lockdown first came in, we started doing some live stream music on Facebook. And it was working well. We were doing the 60s, 70s and 80s disco night. And we were also doing our rock night as well. And they were going well, but then as time went on, Facebook kept kicking us off for copyright issues because although we bought the records, technically we haven't got the copyright to perform them over the internet. Anyway, to cut a long story short, it became unmanageable for us to do that. But now we're able to do it on YouTube.
Yes.
So if you're into that sort of thing, and hopefully you are, then if you like and follow us on Facebook, you'll get to know when we're doing the YouTube live streams as well. And
they're great fun because
YouTube.
you can have requests as well, and we
Yes.
had
banter as well.
we have lots of banter like this, but we had loads of requests, and we had so many requests we could have gone on till about 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
It was because I think people had missed it, hadn't they? And
Yeah.
it was good.
Yes.
And the good thing about YouTube is YouTube kicks you off for copyright, but not until about 2.5 hours. So we had a good 2.5 to 3 hours of uninterrupted. On last Saturday, and it was great fun.
It was great fun.
With things like Lynette's record roulette was playing a big part in it.
Oh yes,
I think it's
record roulette, fantastic.
most popular part, I think.
Right, I will mention the other events a little bit later. So
Yes.
we need to get on with the answers.
Yes, we do.
So,
Yes, time is marching on.
Okay, so number 1, the answer that you're looking for to Aretha Franklin's first UK number 1. I knew you were waiting for me. So the answer to number 1, I knew you were waiting for me. And of course it was a duet with George Michael.
Yes.
Number two, I've lost there it is again. The American singer and songwriter who was born this week in 1942 and had wrote many songs with Jerry Goffin, and had the album Tapestry, which sold 15 million copies. That is, of course, Carole King. Number 2, Carole King. Number 3, the Motown singer, songwriter and producer who was born this month in 1940. He became the vice president of Motown Records. It wasn't Stevie Wonder. I don't think he was ever the vice president of Motown Records, even though he wrote many songs over a very long career. It was actually Smokey Robinson. That was the answer I was looking for. So number 3, Smokey Robinson. His actual name is William Robinson, but he did say that he was named Smokey by his uncle Claude, who used to take him to see Western films, cowboy and Indian movies, and he really wanted to have a cowboy name, so his uncle called him Smokey Joe. And it stuck. He became known as Smokey Joe. Then he dropped the Joe and just became known as Smokey.
Well, there you are.
There you are.
Learn something new, don't you?
You do learn something new.
Wow.
It's our quizzes, don't
Yes,
you?
come on, Vinyl Revival for an education, folks.
Right, number 4. David Allen Batt His stage name is David Sylvian.
Ah,
Do you remember now?
yes,
No,
yes.
Paul? Yes.
Yes.
So number 4, the answer is David Sylvian.
I thought it was Dave Stewart, but no,
He
David
was,
Sylvian.
of course, the lead singer and the principal songwriter with Japan.
Brilliant band.
And then went on to have a solo career. He's still going.
Before
Number
I
5.
forget, before you
Yes.
get on to number 5, can I just interject here?
Oh, an interjection.
Yes, yes. Jane Roger has chipped in,
Yes.
referring to DJ Ozzy's Birmingham quiz.
Oh, yes.
She's asking for a Chelmsford quiz. Not sure how that's going to go, but we'll have a look.
Yes, we've already had a request for a
Glasgow
quiz.
quiz.
haven't we?
Yeah.
Might be a bit tricky. Number 5, on Friday the 13th, 1970, the band that released their debut self-titled studio album, which peaked at number 8, was Black Sabbath. Number 5, that great Birmingham band, Black Sabbath. Number 6, the Specials were at number 1 on the UK singles chart this month in 1980 with the shortest song to reach number 1. At 2 minutes and 4 seconds, it was Too Much Too Young.
There you go, Tony.
So number 6, Too Much Too Young, which was actually the lead track from an EP, the Special aka Live EP. So it's not like the people buying it didn't get the value for money, because it was actually an EP. They weren't just buying
A
2 minutes
2-minute
and 4
record.
seconds.
Oh, yeah, that would have been a bit of a con, wouldn't it? Yes. Tony Joyce put a little cryptic clue in the comments
Oh,
there.
right.
He said, I was, as in too young.
Number 7, this month in 1972, the first UK single to prominently feature a synthesizer, Son of My Father, was by Chicory Tip. Number 7, Chicory Tip. And yes, I've got it on here. You know? Chicory Tip.
We'll play that later then. Son of my father. Yeah, that's it.
Number 8. This month in 1978, who had Uptown top ranking at number 1 in the UK singles chart, it was Althea and Donna. That's Althea, Althia, and Donna. If you put Althea and Donna, you can have half a point.
Whoa.
For 4 points, it's Althea.
Well, people know her as Anthea, you see.
No,
No, they do.
don't.
No. That was how she was known.
No, I'm sorry. This is where I'm getting strict.
You are? Whoa.
Number 9, the English singer, songwriter, record producer and champion of world music, who was born this week in 1950, was Peter Gabriel. Number 9, Peter Gabriel. And finally, number 10 for round 1. Number 10, this week in 1989, that infamous Brit Awards ceremony was hosted by Sam Fox and Mick Fleetwood. So that's number 10, Sam Fox and Mick Fleetwood. If you've got one of them, have half a point.
Yes.
But
If
you've got both, it's
have you ever
it's
heard of a
one
band
point.
called Pickety Witch?
Yes, I have.
Have you? Well, there's this Steve Wallace. He says he confuses Chicory Tip with Pickety Witch.
Oh, what? Yes.
Oh, yes, I can
It's
imagine.
yeah.
I've never heard of Pickety Witch, but
Yes, I have. But same era as well. As
oh, okay.
before,
Well,
yes.
they're all sort of similar names, aren't they? All drug-infused names.
I don't know about that.
Oh, I think they are. Everybody was in those days. Oh, hold on, the points are coming in thick and fast. Whoa.
Right.
Hold on, everyone, stop putting your points in. What we're going to do, because we've got so many, is we're going to ask you, if you've got 10, put... Oh, stop.
Well, if you've got 9 or 10,
If you've got 9 or 10, put it in the thing.
we won't be able to manage them. If you've got 0 out of 10, let us know.
Yeah,
as well.
Margaret, let us
Or
know.
1 out of 10. Because, it's all fun. It's all fun.
So if you got 9 or 10, write in the comments either 9 or 10, and then we'll see how our leaderboard is doing. Paul, well done. Paul, I think Paul's due. David Sylvian stumped him.
You see, what was it? David Allen Batt. It doesn't sound very
No, well, I can imagine why.
glamorous, does it?
I can imagine why he changed it to So David Sylvian, much cooler. Oh, Lynette and Perry, 9. Well done. Jane, Roger. Jane did well. She got my my tiebreaker with how many metres did Eddie the Eagle jump?
Oh, yes.
And she was within 1 metre, wasn't she? She jumped
Yes, that was
71
amazing.
metres in 1988.
Yes.
And, super duper. Super duper.
Okay.
Pardoop. I can only fit super dupe in, sorry. Poor old Petey's has to be missed off.
Who won last week?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
That's right, yeah.
Won on the tiebreaker.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Joint first with Lynette and Perry.
That was on the Birmingham quiz, wasn't it?
It's one of yours. Yeah,
Birmingham
quiz,
no,
yeah.
one of Aussie's. Birmingham quiz.
Yeah, sorry.
So, we've got Lynette and Perry. So, as far as I know, we've got no one with none. We've got Margaret. It's the taking part that counts with 1.
Oh, well done, Margaret.
Well done, Margaret. You're off to a flying start there. 1. We've got... okay, so, leaderboard pen.
Yes.
In the lead with 10 points, which is... I'll tell you what, Sue, that is stunning because those were really hard. Penny's quizzes are for the more intellectual people because I struggle with them. And then we've got a load of people who
So you
who've
didn't
got
say who was...
Sue, super duper.
Oh, right.
Super duper. And she's got 10, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people, all hard on your heels there, Sue, with 9. So you've got Lynette and Perry, who always do well. Andy, Vanessa up in Tamworth, they always do well.
Yeah.
Louise, she's got 9, she's done fantastic there. Jane, who won Aussie's Birmingham quiz, got 9, and also his tiebreak. Paul Kie. Paul Kie, 9, and then Mark Griffiths 9, and then we've got quite a few people with like 7s, 6, 7s, 8s, and whatever.
Marvellous.
So yeah, so a good one that was.
Well done.
Well done, folks. So
Right. Okay then, I'm going to get on with round number 2, which is band name origins. So I'm going to give you some information on the origins of certain band names, so you need to name the bands. Okay. Number 1. Alternative rock band from America whose name is associated with Buddhism and Hinduism and represents the ultimate state of salvation, the liberation from repeated rebirth.
you are.
You have to concentrate.
I know the answer. I don't understand
you have to
that.
concentrate. So, number 1, American alternative rock band whose name is associated with Buddhism and Hinduism and represents the ultimate state of salvation, the liberation from repeated rebirth. And the lead singer did state that he wanted a name that was kind of beautiful or nice and pretty instead of a mean, raunchy punk name.
Let's see.
Number 2. This is a synth pop band that formed in Harrow, London in 1979 and is named after a dessert. Can only be one.
Yeah.
If there's another band that's named after a dessert,
Custard.
I'd like to know. So number 2, synth pop band formed in Harrow, London in 1979 and named after a dessert.
Oh, just to interject, Sam Price has put a comment here. She's got 3, and I think she's saying that the dog got most of them.
Oh, well done to her dog.
Sam's dog, yes.
Yeah.
Me and the dog got 3, so credit to the dog there.
Fantastic.
Obviously, very intelligent dog.
Aww. Number 3, American band formed in the 1970s whose name means elegantly and stylishly fashionable. That's number 3. American band formed in the 1970s whose name means elegantly and stylishly fashionable. Number 4.
Super furry trifles.
Super furry trifles. I like that. That's funny. Right. Okay, well, that's definitely not the answer.
No.
Number 4. British rock band formed in 1977 whose name means a very bad situation that is difficult to fix. And I have already told DJ Nigel the answer to this, and he's forgotten it as well.
No. I will help the listeners out. I'm going to give a supplementary clue. It's also if you're in a financially poor situation.
Oh yes, if you're in a bit of a predicament.
Yes,
you
a financial predicament.
Can't.
Like what I is.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So that's number 4. British rock band formed in 1977, whose name means a very bad situation, or could be a bad financial situation, that is difficult to fix.
They're liking my supplementary clues. I'm getting lots of hearts on it.
Question number 5. Ska band formed in London in the late 1970s and named after one of their favourite songs by the ska and reggae artist Prince Buster, a song that they covered on their debut album in 1979. So that's question number 5. Ska band formed in London in the late 1970s and named after one of their favourite songs by ska and reggae artist Prince Buster, a song that they covered on their debut album in 1979. Number 6. Rock band formed in Melbourne, Australia. This is a running joke with DJ Nigel and myself, that when I see the word Australia, I just have to put on a ridiculous accent.
Your Dame Edna, Everidge accent.
Yeah. Anyway, rock band formed in Melbourne, Australia in 1985, whose name alluded to the lack of space at the small Hollywood Hills abode that they shared during the recording of their first album.
Someone's asked for subtitles.
Well, you do need subtitles with my Brummie accent, don't you? I do apologise. I know I have a very thick Birmingham accent. It never used to be this thick when, bringing the jokes about how I'm thick. But it didn't.
I haven't said a word.
But my accent didn't used to be so thick when I was at school. I don't think it was that strong, but it's just got stronger and stronger over the years. Oh dear. Anyway, so to repeat question 6, a rock band formed in Melbourne, Australia in 1985, whose name alluded to the lack of space at the small Hollywood Hills abode that they shared during the recording of their first album. Number 7. British prog rock band formed in 1967 and named after the 18th century agriculturalist. It's difficult to say.
Named after an agriculturalist.
I said the, but I mean there's more than one. So I should have said Anne.
Yes, we've never actually heard Margaret's accent. So she's saying she's got a very strong Fife accent. Well, no, she doesn't say that. She says you should hear the strong Fife accent. I presume she's got one. She's from Fife.
So, number 7, British prog rock band formed in 1967 and named after an 18th century agriculturalist.
What's an agriculturalist? Someone who just farms?
Well, that would be a farmer.
Oh.
I suppose.
Yes,
And if
that makes sense.
if you're a labourer, you'd be an agricultural labourer. And on the census records, it's always put ag lab, which is short for agricultural labourer.
Ah.
But an agriculturalist, I would assume from that they're more than just a farmer, that they are involved in the science of agriculture, if you like.
Oh, I see,
or
yes.
the practice of it to, as in improving it or not.
Very impressive.
Anyway, number 8. 1980s British pop duo named after the members and supporters of an 1871 Paris collective formed in the wake of the Franco-Prussian War and France's defeat.
Go on, Mark. Mark,
That's it.
where'd you get these questions from?
Wikipedia.
Oh, bloody
I
hell.
researched this. I don't just pluck them from some other sites. I'm doing my work.
Go on then. Go on, read it out again. Let's
So
have-
number 8, 1980s British pop duo. Shall I put? I don't think there always were duo. I think there might have been 3 of them at one stage. Anyway, British.
It's not Wham then.
No, British pop act. Synth pop act,
synth pop
actually.
act, all right.
British synth pop act, named after the members and supporters of an 1871 Paris collective formed in the wake of the Franco-Prussian War.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. Easy. Number 9.
Haven't you got a song from them or anything? I mean, that's hard, that is.
Well, I've got to have some hard ones in
Well,
there.
they're all hard. Go on, carry on.
Number 9. Australian rock band formed in the 1970s. The idea for the band's name came after a sister of 2 of the band's members saw the initials on a sewing machine. Isn't that bizarre? The brothers felt that this name symbolised the band's raw energy and power-driven performances.
Ah.
So number 9, Australian rock band formed in the 1970s. The idea for the band's name came after a sister of 2 of the band's members saw the initials on a sewing machine. The brothers felt that this name symbolised the band's raw energy and power-driven performances.
Ah, so they were brothers, were they?
They were brothers.
There you go, folks.
Yes,
See,
there's
I've plucked that little clue out of
well done.
out of it.
Yes. So Australian rock band and 2 of the members were brothers. And finally, for round number 2, we have question number 10. Birmingham band formed in 1978. The band's name was derived from a recreational drug used among Northern Soul fans to give them energy to dance all night.
Aha. Margaret's put something in that only Margaret and Dawn will know.
Oh, is it something...
It's something Scottish.
Scottish.
It's a Brobrich moonlit nicht. Is it German?
It sounds a little like
It's
that.
German, isn't it? There you
A
are.
little like that.
Know what she's on about there? Ich bin ein Berliner. What are you talking about, Margaret?
So,
We do say this to Dawn as well. What are you talking about, Dawn?
So number 10, Birmingham band formed in 1978. The band's name was derived from a recreational drug used among Northern Soul fans to give them energy to dance all night. Right, let's give it a minute or so for people to finalise their answers.
I think it's turning into a Scottish quiz, this is. The Scottish are uprising again. Oh, by the way, I don't know if, well, a lot of people on here won't know this. We did say this before. When we went on holiday to Hadrian's Wall.
Yes.
Yes. I was under the impression, was I not, that Hadrian's Wall was built by the Romans to keep the Scottish out. No, it was the other way around. It was to stop the English from running away and not paying their taxes. So there you go. How about that then?
Yes.
They were all going to try and run away to Scotland and get away with not paying the taxes to the Roman legionnaires, who obviously wanted them to pay their taxes.
yes.
So they built a great big 12-foot high wall and said, right, that's enough of that then. You're staying here, mate. Get your money out.
Yes, very good, very good. We did do a little bit of the walk, didn't we?
We did.
Along Cambridge
Before we
Road.
got blown off the wall.
Yes, they blustered.
Yeah, we did a little bit of the wall and went straight to the pub. and looked at the wall from the pub. Number one.
Number one, repeat number one.
Yes, number one, repeat.
American alternative rock band whose name is associated with Buddhism and Hinduism and represents the ultimate state of salvation, the liberation from repeated rebirth. The lead singer stated, I wanted a name that was kind of beautiful or nice and pretty instead of a mean, raunchy punk name.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Oh, and number eight.
Number eight. 1980s British synth pop group named after the members and supporters of an 1871 Paris collective formed in the wake of the Franco-Prussian War. Right.
There we are, yes. So we've got two requests for repeat number eight. So we've done that.
Right.
So,
shall I get on with the answers?
Shall you get on with the answers?
I shall do.
Yes, okay.
I've decided.
Darling.
Right, so round number two, the answers. Question number one, the alternative rock band associated with Buddhism and Hinduism, the name, that is. Nirvana. Number one, Nirvana. And it certainly is a kind of beautiful or nice and pretty name rather than a mean, raunchy punk name.
Such as?
I'm sorry. The Sex Pistols.
Well, it was like sort of grungy type bands, wasn't it? So,
yes.
Yeah, okay.
Number two, the synth pop band formed in Harrow in 1979 and named after a dessert. That was,
Custard.
Of course, Blancmange.
Oh, Blancmange.
Number two, Blancmange.
Not Angel Delight then.
Not Angel Delight. Or Instant Whip.
Or Super Furry. What was the other one? Super Furry something or other, someone said. Super Furry Custard. Can't remember.
Number three, the American band formed in the 1970s whose name means elegantly and stylishly fashionable is Chic. Number three, Chic. Number four, the British rock band formed in 77, the name meaning a very bad situation that is difficult to fix.
Financially as well.
That very bad situation could be a financial one. Dire Straits. Number four, Dire Straits. Number five, the ska band formed in London in the late 70s and named after one of their favourite songs by Prince Buster is Madness. Number five, Madness. Number six, this is an easy one I think. Rock band formed in Melbourne, Australia in 1985 whose name alluded to the lack of space in the small Hollywood Hills abode, or you could say house, that they shared during the recording of their first album. That would of course be Crowded House. Number six,
lack of space.
Crowded House.
Crowded House, yes.
Number seven, the British prog rock band formed in 1967 and named after an 18th century agriculturalist was Jethro Tull. Number seven, Jethro Tull. And apparently, in their early days, they used to change the band name frequently, and the names were often supplied by their booking agents' staff, one of whom was a history enthusiast and eventually christened them Jethro Tull. The name stuck because they happened to be using it the first time a club manager liked their show enough to invite them back.
Well, we're getting desserts in the comments now.
Oh, right.
Angel Delight, butterscotch. Butterscotch Angel Delight.
Yeah.
Is that a thing? Was
yes,
it? Oh, right.
Yes.
I thought it was just the one pink flavoured thing.
No, they're all different flavours.
Was it? Oh,
There's
I'm missing
banana
out.
as well, I think, wasn't it?
Chocolate, obviously.
Chocolate
What was the pink one then?
Strawberry.
Strawberry.
If I remember rightly.
Oh,
Number eight. Well, think of your Angel Delight flavours and desserts of yesteryear, because I might do something along those lines when I do my 70s quiz in 2 weeks' time.
Seamless pen.
Number eight. The 80s British synth pop band named after members and supporters of the 1871 Paris collective formed in the wake of the Franco-Prussian War. Well, a collective could also be called a commune. It was a communards.
This is becoming like 3, 2, 1, this is. Is the prize the bin?
Dusty bin.
Hey.
Right. Yes, and 321 did come up in the 70s quiz last time,
It
didn't
did.
it?
It was about as hard as that as well.
So number 8, the answer is the Communards. Number 9, the Australian rock band formed in the 1970s, who the idea for the name came from the sister of 2 of the band members. The initial she saw on her sewing machine was AC/DC.
So they could have been called Sewing Machine then, or Singer.
Or Singer or Benina.
Well, that was fortunate then they saw AC/DC and not that one, didn't it, really? Didn't quite have the same ring about it, does it?
So yeah, number 9, AC/DC. And number 10, the Birmingham band formed in 78. The name derived from the recreational drug used amongst Northern Soul fans, which would be Dexedrine. It's Dexy's Midnight Runners. Number 10, Dexy's Midnight Runners.
We've had a thing here to say that Margaret Thatcher invented Angel Delight. Oh, I'm not sure about that.
Oh, she was a chemist. Yeah, I've read something about that before.
She invented Angel Delight. I mean, it was invented...
Someone said she invented soft scoop ice cream as well.
Really?
Well,
Margaret Thatcher invented soft scoop ice cream.
I think
Isn't it just normal ice cream that's melted?
I think, well, it has a different melting point, doesn't it? No, I think she was a chemist. I think she did. She was involved in something along those lines.
Well, I never.
There you go.
Well, I
Well,
never. Okay.
she did something good then.
Well, there you are, I see.
Anyway, yes, let us know if you scored 9 or 10. Let us know.
No, they're just whacking the scores in pen.
Okay.
Now, Margaret has got another point, so she's on a
well done,
grand total of
Margaret,
2. Well done, Margaret.
The next
Oh,
round,
yes,
you'll
10.
be pleased to know, is going to be the lyrics round. Yay!
Yay, they cry.
They all shout.
Yeah,
lyrics round.
don't go yaying too soon. You haven't heard it yet.
Oh, how we love the lyrics round.
Margaret, you're not last. Leslie's last.
Oh, well
So,
done,
Leslie, it's the
Yay!
taking part that counts. Oh, dear me.
It's all a bit of fun. It's a
It
bit
is.
of fun to brighten your Friday evenings.
Yes, on a cold
Because
Friday,
we can't do
chilly
a
evening.
great deal else, can we? So, while you're getting your scores, and I'll let you know what's going on, shall I, for the rest of the month. So, next Friday, it's DJ Ozzy's Rock Quiz.
Yay.
That's DJ Ozzy's Rock Quiz. DJ Ozzy, never seen in the same room as DJ Nigel.
No.
So yeah, that's next Friday. And on the Saturday the 20th, we've got our rock night, haven't we?
Yes.
Yes, I haven't put it in my diary. So
that's next Saturday, isn't it?
next
A week
Saturday,
tomorrow.
The
A week
20th of February, we'll be doing our live stream rock night via YouTube, but the link will be on Facebook as well. 2 weeks today, Friday the 26th, will be my 70s quiz. So if you into your 70s, and even if you're not, if you remember your 80s, you'll know a lot of the answers to this as well. So 70s quiz on the 26th, and then on Friday the 5th of March will be DJ Nigel's 80s quiz, which I know there's a phenomenal I can't say any words, a phenomenal amount of interest in.
There's a lot of interest.
It went very well last time as well. So 5th of March, Friday 5th of March, DJ Nigel's 80s quiz.
Sam and the dog have done well. They got 7 in that round,
Oh,
which is
well done.
yeah, well
That's
done, Sam's.
impressive.
What is the name of Sam's dog? We all want to know. What is the name of the dog there, Samantha? If you don't mind, we give the dog a shout out. See, everyone.
Dog a bone. That could be the prize.
Well, if the dog wins, he can have a bone. If you see, everyone's included in Penny's retro music quiz.
Yes.
So dogs and other animals and stuff like that, all included.
Yes, absolutely. I'll
So,
have a little top up of my wine.
Yes, why don't you do that while I'm busy doing the scores?
And in fact, if you need to top up your drinks or pop to loo or whatever, we'll wait a couple of minutes before we go on to round 3. So see you in a moment.
Right, okay. Adrian has got 3 out of 20. Oh, 3 out of 20, so he must have got 0. The one, okay. Margaret Perry. Jane, 7. Well done, Jane. It was good scoring again. That puts you on 16. Tina, 5. So 11. Tina, 5.
DJ Nigel will be doing his best.
That dog is clever, Phil. Yes. Oh, they like that round, Samantha and the dog.
Oh, good.
Good. Oh, Steve has moved on to Shiraz. Andrew Peace Shiraz. Oh, okay.
Oh, yes. I like it.
Not wishing to reinforce stereotypes as alcohol drinking people. Don't worry about that, Steve. You're in good company here, my friend. Most people on here are drinking quite a bit.
Having said that, quite often our top scorers are ones that aren't drinking alcohol.
Yes.
But
Scamp the Cat is on as well.
oh, Scamp the Cat.
Scamp the Cat is doing rather well. So I don't think I've got Colin and Stacey's scoring. From Print Pad Designs,
Yes.
purveyors of fantastic mugs like this one.
Yes.
And that other one that I can't hold up. So,
Print Pad Designs.
yes.
Very nice. Thank you.
For all your mug requirements, printed up and personalised as you wish.
Yes, I've this DJ Lady P. Got Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars, The Rise and Fall of, on the back.
Very good, very
One of
good.
my favourite albums.
Okay, I have some semblance of a leaderboard here.
Oh, good.
Yes. So we are in top position, scoring a fantastic score of 10 on that last round, which is unbelievable because it was a very, very difficult round. Band origins is Lynette and Perry. Perry, who is a Tai Chi teacher and balloon magician, and Lynette, who works over in Morrison's, will be looking for Angel Delight tomorrow morning as she wanders round the aisles, no doubt. Julie is. Let me put Julie down as 14. So Lynette and Perry are on 19, only dropped 1 point over 2 rounds, and closely followed. There's a couple of people on 18 so far. Mark Griffiths is on 18, and Paul Kie on 18, and then we've got no one on 17 as far as I can tell. Super Duper on 16, Jane Roger on 16. Dawn and Tony on 16, and Sam and the dog on 10, but Dawn and Tony, and Lionel's on 16. I forgot to mention you last time. Andy and Vanessa are on 17, so they sort of split the difference there. So there's quite a big grouping at the top there, and Margaret isn't last; she's on 2, and Leslie is on a 0 on a duck at the moment, but it's all still to play for, Leslie.
Yes.
You can do it.
Well done everyone so far, and if you haven't got a great score, it doesn't matter, it's just a bit of fun.
No, it does. This is life and death. Don't tell them that; they'll all tune out.
Are we ready for round 3?
We're ready for round 3. What's round 3, Pen?
Lyrics round.
Yay! Are you going to read them properly this time?
No, of course I'm not.
No.
I'm going to read them in a styly to put everyone off.
No.
So we're looking for the song titles. So opening lyrics, these are looking for the song titles. You can put down the band as well or the artist, but the point is for the song title. So number 1, I need love. Love to ease my mind. So number 1, I need love. Love to ease my mind. Have you forgotten?
No. No, I'm just wondering if you could read them in any more difficult way. That's all.
Number 2, you've gone too far this time, but I'm dancing on the Valentine.
Someone on here will get this.
Yes.
And if she doesn't, she should hang her head in shame around Morrison's. That's all I'll say. In the aisle with the Angel Delight.
So it's question number 2. You've gone too far this time, but I'm Dancing on the Valentine. Question number 3. All night long, you've been looking at me. Well, you know you're the dance cutie that you love to be. I didn't ask you this one.
No, I was just thinking I don't know this one.
Because some of them you found too hard, so
I knew substituting for a harder one.
Sorry, folks. It is a well-known 70s song.
Yes.
That's question number 3. All night long, you've been looking at me. Well, you know you're the dance cutie that you love to be. Number 4. All I want is a room with a view. A sight worth seeing, a vision of you.
You're going to read it again?
Of course.
Oh.
I was just looking at your face as you're trying to remember what it is.
Yes. I got it now.
Oh, good. Number 4. All I want is a room with a view. A sight worth seeing, a vision of you. Number 5. When you're in love, you know you're in love, no matter what you try to do.
Aha.
Oh, you got that one as well?
Yeah, I got it now. Took me a while to get to the actual lyric.
Yes. So it's number 5. When you're in love, you know you're in love, no matter what you try to do.
Come on, Lynette. Similar sort of era to Lynette's favourite band. Also, Princess Di's favourite band. There you are.
You know that?
Lynette's favourite band is the same as Princess Di's favourite band.
I didn't know that.
Did you not know that?
No.
That was well known.
I don't suppose I would know, really.
Well, it's common knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 6. Close your eyes and I'll kiss you. Tomorrow I'll miss you. That is number 6. Close your eyes and I'll kiss you. Tomorrow I'll miss you. My glasses didn't keep sliding down.
I'm going to bend them in a bit and stick
If
to
I
you.
bend them in, they'll break.
No, they won't.
I mean, they're only cheap anyway.
No, they're designed to be bent in.
So, I don't think these cheap ones are.
No, well, okay, we'll give it a go. Not now, obviously.
No. I've got another spare pair somewhere. Right. Number 7. I never thought it would happen with me and a girl from Clapham. That is number 7. I never thought it would happen to me and a girl from Clapham. Number 8. All you got is this moment. 21st century's yesterday.
They're all humming it now. You'll get to the lyric in a minute. Actually, I don't know whether it is. It's the title of the song in the lyric. I don't know.
It does come up.
Or does it? Not for a while though.
Number 8, to repeat it. All you got is this moment. 21st century's yesterday. Number 9. Wish everybody would leave me alone. Yeah, they're always calling on my telephone. It's question number 9. Wish everybody would leave me alone. Yeah, they're always calling on my telephone. And finally, a nice easy one for number 10 in round 3. I believe that children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. That's question number 10, round 3. I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Right.
You didn't read them out as hard as you normally do there. I think you've been a bit mellowed over the months.
My old age.
Over the months of this quiz. So yes, Margaret said this is her favourite round.
Oh,
so
thank you, Margaret.
yes, there we are.
I think it's my favourite round too.
Yes, you know Angel Delight. Back
Yes.
to Angel Delight.
Yes.
Is it? It's a powder, isn't it?
Yeah, and you add milk.
You add milk, and is it hot or cold? Do you make it cold? Cold milk.
Cold.
Is it?
Yeah.
And it sets like a jelly type.
It's not. It's more like blancmange. It is a bit like blancmange. But then you've got instant whip as well. And instant whip, I think, was sort of smoother. Sorry.
Question 5 again.
Question 5. When you're in love, you know you're in love, no matter what you try to do.
Oh, now here's one for you. You're getting questions. Questions back to the quizmaster.
Gosh. Oh.
From the audience. So you're on the spot here.
Oh dear, it's like being on Mastermind.
In question 7, what time was the baby born? Yeah. Well done, Mark. Oh, number 3 and number 9, please.
Something 30.
Yeah, well, whatever. We'll come to that. No, don't do that. You'll tell them.
Is it 5:30 or something like that?
We don't know yet. We'll come to that.
Anyway, sorry.
Number 9 and number 3.
Well, number 3. All night long, you've been looking at me. Well, you know you're the dance cutie that you love to be.
That was number 3.
That was number 3. And number 9.
4:50 was the time.
4:50.
Yeah.
I said 5:30.
5:30, yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, well.
40 minutes out. Number 9. And then number 1.
Right, number 9. Wish everybody would leave me alone. Yeah, they're always calling on my telephone.
And
number 1. I need love. Love to ease my mind.
There we are. So, finalising your answers while
Yes.
Penny slurps her wine yet again.
I've got to lubricate my
Yes, well, I can see you. Voice is cracking there. Back onto inventors again. We came up with Maggie Thatcher before.
Oh, yes.
So we've got. Hang on, we're having an argument here.
Oh,
It's
dear.
5:20, not 4:50. People are saying 5:20, not 4:50.
Well,
The time of the but yes, you were closer. Tony Joyce is saying that he's got some useless information. He's got a lot of useless information, but tonight this useless information is Frank Boff invented the padlock, combination padlock.
Really?
Yes.
Gosh.
Now we've got a question about the picture that was sold in question number 2. Who painted the picture, Penny? Without looking at the comments, without cheating, because the answers come up.
Question number 2.
Who painted the picture?
Don't know.
Renoir.
Hello.
Yes, I know it. Lynette knows it. Only you don't know it.
Sorry.
Right, go on then. Let's have the answers.
Okay, we have the answers, everybody.
Come on, we're digressing here into Angel Delight,
No, we do like
Maggie
to have-
Thatcher, Frank Boff, and
We do
everything
like
else.
to have some banter though, don't we? It's part of the fun. Part of the fun. You don't get this on normal quizzes, do you?
Thank God they say. Get on with it.
Right, round 3, question 1, the answer to I need love, love, to ease my mind. It's You Can't Hurry Love.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yes. Yeah, I know I can't sing. You Can't Hurry Love by the Supremes.
Or
Was
Phil-
it Diana
or
Ross
Phil
and the
Collins?
Supremes or just the Supremes? Oh, Phil Collins did it this one, yeah. Number 2, You've Gone Too Far This Time, but I'm Dancing on the Valentine is The Reflex.
Fleck, 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 flex.
Number 2, The
Ta-na-na-na.
Reflex by Duran Duran. Remember, you only need the song titles. It's a point for the song title.
And
Number
a supplementary
3.
question: Who wrote or produced it? Was it produced it? Produced it. Nile Rodgers.
Did you produce that one? I knew you did.
I think so.
I knew you did.
The
one
Reflex.
of the albums.
Yeah.
You did. Okay. Number 3. All night long, you've been looking at me. Well, you know you're the dance cutie that you love to be. Is Tiger Feet by Mud. Number 3, Tiger Feet. All night long, you've been looking at me. Well, you know you're the dance cutie that you love to be.
Oh, that's right, that's right, that's right. Yes, all right. That's Tiger Feet, yes. By Mud.
I hope Scamp the cat enjoyed that.
Yes, we haven't found out the name of the dog yet. We need to know this, Samantha.
Number 4. All I want is a room with a view, a sight worth seeing, a vision of you. Picture This by Blondie. Number 4, Picture This. Number 5. When you're in love, you know you're in love.
Dog's called
no
Daisy.
matter what. Oh, Daisy the dog. Oh.
I'll put it's team now, Sam and Daisy, you see.
Anyway, yes. Welcome, Daisy. When you're in love, you know you're in love no matter what you try to do.
You might as well resign yourself to what you're going through. Anyway,
Love Action.
Yes.
By the Human League. Number 5, Love Action. Number 6, Close your eyes and I'll kiss you. Tomorrow I'll miss you. All My Loving, The Beatles. Number 6, All My Loving.
oh, I think Scamp's got bored. Phil Bevington's cat, he's fallen asleep. Lyrics round is not his favourite round, obviously.
Might be difficult for a cat, to be fair. Number 7.
But he could get call for cats.
Yes.
Cat-related questions.
Talking about Call for Cats.
Ta-da!
I see what you did there.
I know.
But I never thought this would happen with me and a girl from Clapham. It wasn't Call for Cats, but it was Up the Junction by Squeeze. Number
And we've
7,
established, we think
Up
it's
the
5:20
Junction
that the
by
baby was born.
This morning at 5:20. No, it can't be because it's
4:50 rhymes with
4:50.
nifty.
Nifty, yeah.
We don't think we'll have to.
Nifty, down to an incubator. Well, 30 minutes later, she gave birth to a daughter.
Yes.
Within a year, a walker.
Oh, right, yes, it is.
Clever,
Mark's put it
clever.
in. Yeah, that's very clever, that is.
Oh, that was a clever one.
That is a good, well, I'll tell you what, next time we have a quiz, all keep quiet about that. We'll ask that as a question.
Yes,
You lot can all get it because you had the answer. Yes, 30 minutes later. That is a great...
Yes.
What a brilliant quiz question that is.
Yeah. We
Right.
could have a maths round, couldn't we, where you go
Work out that kind of thing.
Right, number 8. All you got to do is this moment. 21st century's yesterday is need you tonight.
Ding-a-ling-ding-ding. Dun, dun, dun. Ding-a-ling-ding-ding.
I need you tonight.
Etc.
So yeah, it's Need You Tonight. I don't think there's an I in the title, it's just Need You Tonight. But if you put, I said, if you put I Need You Tonight, have a punch. Number 9, wish everybody would leave me alone, yeah. I've gone the wrong. I started off on the wrong key.
Yes,
in the wrong key.
only Phil's cat and Sam's dog are going to be able to hear this.
Anyway, I'll just say, wish everybody would leave me alone, yeah. They're always calling on my telephone is Street Life by Roxy Music. Number 9, Street Life. And number 10, I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way is Greatest Love of All. Whitney Houston had the hit.
She
Number
did.
10, I think George Benson also had a hit with it. Greatest Love of All. So let us know if you've got high scores, if you've got low scores. Oh,
if you've got any old scores.
Any old scores. Let us know. We've got one more round to go. I think we're probably going to overshot the 1.5 hour mark, but who cares? We're having fun, aren't
There's
we?
nothing on the telly, as we always say.
Yeah.
You've got nothing else better than 7 out of 10, Margaret. Well,
Oh,
hey!
Margaret, that's fabulous.
Wow.
Oh, Margaret did say it's her favourite round, so well done,
Yeah,
Margaret.
I think Margaret is starting to sort of gin up on these,
Oh, sorry. I was thinking I was showing the answers, but that's the answers to the round I'm just giving the answers to, so it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Oh,
Well, they like that round, Pen. You're getting
good.
lots of good scores here.
Good.
Dave on 6, that puts him on 20. That's
yes.
it. Lynette on 9, that puts you on 20. Yeah, that's that. Colin from Print Pad Designs, everyone.
Oh, Print Pad Designs.
Purveyor of
Colin,
fine
yes.
mugs.
Yes. Oops,
Nearly broke the mug. Whoops, Daisy. Fine, very sturdy mugs. We've discovered.
Well, I hope everybody is keeping safe. We're, well, I don't think I've been out of the house this week. It's been so cold. I haven't done, because I usually go for walks for exercise. But it's been so cold and icy, I haven't dared go out. I don't want to slip over and, end up breaking something. Last time I slipped over, I fractured my ankle. That was, is it 2 years ago?
Yep.
2 years. And the time before that, I smashed the side of my face, dislodged one tooth, and a year later, a year ago rather, I had to have another tooth out as a result. So
that's bad
it's so bad news, and of course I've not been able to go back to the dentist to get it sorted out. So yes, so I am very wary of falling over, which is why I've not been out for the week. I'm itching to get back out and get back to walking and get some fresh air. But in the meantime, I'm enjoying the old quizzes.
Oh, Marcus, well done. He's got 7, his best round yet. So well done, Marcus.
Well done. And
So Jane and Paul are 8 on that round. That puts them on 24.
so it's lovely. We've got lots of our regulars on, and we've got quite a few new people this week, which is fantastic. So thank you to everyone for joining us. We hope you're enjoying it, and if you like this sort of thing, then do like and follow us on Facebook, and then you'll get to know when our next quizzes are. And if you're into your music, we'll be doing our live streams again. And if you live in the Birmingham or Solihull area, hopefully at some point this year we'll be able to get back to our DJing in the pubs and bars of the area.
And we'll put that on when...
we'll put it on our Facebook page when any events that we're doing. I mean, obviously we're not going to risk... Well, we can't do it now, but we're going to wait until it's safe to do so anyway. We're very cautious ourselves. We want to stay safe. So but at some point we will be back doing the DJing live, so that will be good fun.
Oh, Helen. Oh, hang on a minute. Helen's Oh dear, Paula broke her collarbone falling out the loft. Oh dear.
Ooh.
Dear, oh dear.
Oh dear, how nasty.
Oh, Helen's fallen off a bit of a cliff as well. Talking about falling off things,
Oh,
she's
dear.
no, not literally. She's
Oh,
she's got
score-wise.
16 out of 30. No, there's been no accidents off cliffs off Beachy Head or anywhere like that.
Oh.
Don't worry about that.
Is it anybody's birthday this week?
Oh, we haven't done the
We
birthdays.
haven't
Yes,
mentioned
we
that.
normally do the
And
birthdays.
Yes, if you've got your birthday or a loved one has the birthday, then let us know. We can give them a shout out, or for a special anniversary or baby's birth or anything special over the this week, or let us know. We'll
this
give
last
them a
week.
shout out. Yeah.
So we got some full marks in that round. So special
wow.
mention to our dear friend Margaret up in 5, 7 out of 10. That
Margaret,
Margaret, well done.
Is that your best round?
I think that's the best round I've ever seen Margaret do. That is brilliant.
Yeah.
Apart from when Ozzy gave her a bonus 20 points last week for just being Margaret and coming on the Birmingham quiz all the way from Fife. Tina has got 10 out of 10 on lyrics.
Oh, Tina, well done.
Tina, Dogrulook.
All right.
Tina Dogrulook has got 10 out of 10, so she obviously is good at lyrics. Andy and Vanessa, that's a surprise to me. Got 6 out of 10 on that one. Andy and Vanessa are normally really good on music quizzes, so they must have.
Still a good score.
It's a good score, but they're normally up in the 8s and 9s, and Andy and Vanessa are up in Tamworth. Mark Griff has got 8, and that last round puts him on 26, which is he's up there with the leaders, so that's great. Lynette and Perry are 9. So let's have a look. So leaderboard then. Let me see the leaderboard. Is Lynette and Perry are in the lead with 28 points. So they got 9 first round, 10 second round, 9 third round. And then you've got... so they're on 28. And I think we've got Mark Griff is on 26.
Very good.
Then Paul Kie on 25. And then you've got Dawn and Tony on 24. Then Andy and Vanessa on 23. And Julie Nichols on 23. Oh, and Jane Rogers on 24 as well.
Yeah.
And then everyone else is sort of lining up behind all of those people, really. So, so there we are. Now, in other news, Leslie has doubled her score from 1, and she's now on 2.
Well done, Leslie.
So there we are. So yes, and now let's give Margaret some likes for that, because Margaret, you deserve a like for that from Vinyl Revival. So there you are. That's a thumbs up, and we'll also do a heart as well. There you are. No expense spared on the likes today from Margaret. There you go, Margaret. So, round 3 is what?
No,
round 4. Round 4 is what?
It's the connections round. This is our last full round. We'll have a tiebreaker question afterwards, whether we need it or not, just for fun. But this is our last full round, and it's a connections round. So, all the answers there'll be a link between the answers. I'm going to give you 9 questions, and then question 10, I'm asking for the link. Okay? So, if you don't know one of the answers, you might be able to work it out once you've got the link. So, number 1. Who had hits in the 1980s with Mind of a Toy, Damned Don't Cry, and Night Train? So that's question number 1. Who had hits in the 1980s with Mind of a Toy, Damned Don't Cry, and Night Train? I did have 2 other big hits.
And it is a good idea to write these down.
Yeah,
write these down, because that will help you get the connection rather than just having them in your mind. Because I know some people just play it so they make a mental note of the answers. But this round, write them down, and then you will see the connection.
Yeah. Right, number 2. What was the Small Faces' only UK number 1 single? It was in 1966. That's number 2. What was the Small Faces' only UK #1 single? Number 3. Who was the guitarist, singer and principal songwriter for the Velvet Underground? He had a solo career after that spanned 5 decades. So that's number 3. Who was a guitarist, singer and principal songwriter for the Velvet Underground? He also had a solo career that spanned 5 decades. Number 4. What word goes before hurts, dance and salsa to make song titles? I do recall now the answer that DJ Nigel gave me when I first put this to him, and it wasn't the correct answer.
No. We'll come to that when you go to the answers, shall we?
But it was most amusing. So that's number 4. What word goes before hurts, dance and salsa to make song titles? See, I haven't numbered these.
Oh, no.
Number 5. What was Howard Jones' first UK hit?
Come on, Lynette. I'm counting on you here to know this one. And you, Dawn. Queens of the 80s, both.
Number 5. What was Howard Jones' first UK hit? Number 6. Otis Williams, Melvin Franklin, Paul Williams, Eddie Kendricks and David Ruffin were all members of which Motown group? That's number 6. Otis Williams, Melvin Franklin, Paul Williams, Eddie Kendricks and David Ruffin were all members of which Motown group? Number 7. Which record label has released music by all the following artists? Traffic, Nick Drake, Cat Stevens, Roxy Music, Grace Jones, Aswad. That's number 7. Which record label has released music by all the following artists? Traffic, Nick Drake, Cat Stevens, Roxy Music, Grace Jones and Aswad. Number 8. Originally a hit for Steam, I don't think I've ever heard of that band, but a hit for Steam in 1970, what song became a top 10 hit for Bananarama in 1983? That's number 8. Originally a hit for Steam in 1970, what song became a top 10 hit for Bananarama in 1983? Number 9. Which band's original members were Roy, Jeff, Bev and Rick? That's number 9. Which band's original members were Roy, Jeff, Bev and Rick? And number 10, what is the link? If you look at the answers, there is a link. And that's the answer to number 10.
A topical link, I think you said in the week.
It is a topical link.
Topical link. There we are.
Right, okay then.
The final round.
Final round.
Final countdown. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Oh dear.
Well, we hope you all enjoying yourselves.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
What I might do, you know,
Yes.
is because I did do the Birmingham quiz with DJ Ozzy was great, but I realise it sort of appeals to a niche
It's
audience.
a niche audience, absolutely.
A niche audience.
Yes.
So I might do a sort of a more widespread quiz and have a round from major towns. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay.
So I might do that.
Okay.
Yes.
That's something to think about.
Yes.
Yes.
Or I might just do another Birmingham quiz.
Anyway, yeah, we are new to doing these quizzes. In fact, I was looking through our records, not our records as in our vinyl records, of which we have many, but recorded documents. And our first quiz...
The audited accounts is that.
Yeah. So right, we're all above board, you do tell the tax man. Yes, our very first quiz was in April last year.
Oh, there we are.
So we've only been doing this
9
for
months.
10 months.
10 months.
10 months we've been doing this.
I've had a request for Ozzy to do a quiz all about Bristol. Now, I only know, you see, now the question I would ask about Bristol
yes.
is the name of the statue that was recently thrown into the harbour
right, yes,
as a
yes.
result of the Black Lives Matter protests. That would be a good question.
right.
I will research that one.
Okay.
So, yes. I might do a few Bristolian questions.
You could do an around...
A round of sea shanties.
around the UK.
Pirates.
You could do an
Around
the
the
UK.
UK.
So you could have...
Aussie's UK quiz, we'll call it. Yes, all right
You
then.
could do that, couldn't you? Yeah.
Yes, Edward. He was Edward someone or other. Yes, Margaret was there on our first quiz.
Colston.
Colston.
Colston Hall. Wasn't Bristol University got
Something like
some
that.
halls,
Yeah.
named after
Yeah.
him.
Well,
So
he was taken out of the. Questions 2 and 9 again, please. He was taken out of the harbour in the early hours because obviously I don't know where he's been put now. This statue,
Yeah.
but he was winched out again.
Well, as people have said, that, a museum might be a better place to remember the
event or the.
rather than glorifying him in a prominent place in a public place. So anyway.
Oh, right, we are. More news about Bristol. David Ricketts, his wife Vicky, got lost in Bristol, going to a hen do. There we are. That's it.
We got lost. Bearing in mind we're from Birmingham, we live in Solihull, and the next city along is Coventry. We've been lost on the Coventry Ring Road, haven't we?
Oh God, yeah. Many times.
I remember that when you've got a work appointment or something, and I was in the car as well. We were
going round and round trying to find it.
Couldn't find the exit we needed.
More questions about this hen do. So yes.
Right, which number?
Number 2 and number 9.
2 and 9.
Yeah.
I'm on the lyrics here. That's not going to help.
Yes,
Number
yes.
2. What was the Small Faces' only UK number 1 single? And it was in 1966. And number 9. Which band's original members were Roy, Jeff, Bev and Rick?
Now Perry should get that one, Lynette. He knows his slightly older music.
Well, they were very, very popular in the 70s.
Yes. Yeah. Rachel from Ealing. Margaret was lost in France. In love, no doubt, Margaret. As the song goes. So, have you done question 2 and 9?
Yes, I have.
That's
Yes,
okay.
I have. Right.
Answers time.
Shall we reveal the
Yes.
answers?
Come on then,
Yay.
make right. Get on with it.
Righty ho. So, the connections round. Number 1. who had hits in the 1980s with Mind of a Toy, Damn Don't Cry and Night Train. They also had hits with Fade to Grey and a little ditty called Visage. And the answer is Visage.
There you go.
So number 1, Visage. Steve Strange.
Yes.
And there's some members of Ultravox in there as
He
well.
was a friend of Boy George's, wasn't he, Steve Strange?
And Midgure and one of the other people from Ultravox was in there.
Yes.
Anyway, number 2, the Small Faces' only UK number 1 single was All or Nothing. That's number 2, All or Nothing.
I bet Amanda's got that one.
Number 3, the guitarist, singer and principal songwriter for the Velvet Underground and also a solo artist was Lou Reed.
Lou Reed, yes.
Number 3, Lou Reed. Number 4, what word goes before Hertz, Dance and Salsa to make song titles? It is not tomato.
Tomato
But
salsa?
Tomato salsa works, so I don't think it's a song title. But tomato hurts and tomato dance.
It does.
I don't
If
think
you're
so.
a tin of tomatoes, it hurts. I've not heard of the tomato dance.
No,
No,
I'm not.
well, there we are.
Is anyone else?
Yes, I am.
The word we're looking for is everybody. Everybody Hurts by R.E.M. Everybody Dances, that Chic.
Yes.
Everybody Salsa, Modern Romance.
Yes, that's right, yeah.
So number 4, Everybody. Number 5, Howard Jones's first UK hit was New Song. That's number 5, New Song. Number 6, Otis Williams, Melvin Franklin, Paul Williams, Eddie Kendricks and David Ruffin were all members of The Temptations. Number 6, The Temptations. Number 7, which record label has released music from the following artists? Traffic, Nick Drake, Cat Stevens, Roxy Music, Grace Jones, Aswad. I could have added Bob Marley and the Wailers and U2. It was, of course, Island Records. Number 7, Island Records. Number 8, originally a hit for Steam in 1970. What song became a top 10 hit for Bananarama in 1983? Na Na, Hey Hey, Kiss Him Goodbye. That's number 8. Na Na, Hey Hey, Kiss Him Goodbye. Number 9, which band's original members were Roy, Jeff, Bev and Rick? Well, their full names were Roy Wood, vocals, guitar and cello. Jeff Lynne, vocals and guitar. Bev Bevin, drums. And Rick Price, bass. It was Electric Light Orchestra. I will accept ELO.
Very generous of you.
Number 9, Electric Light Orchestra. And number 10, the link. Well, if you write down all those answers in order, it spells out Valentine. So number 10, Valentine.
Ah, topical. So this comes back to our meal deal. For £12 with a bottle of wine. Was it £12? Did you say?
£10.
£10.
Yeah, I've
Oh.
already nearly finished the wine. I did start this yesterday. I don't normally drink in a week now. Well, I'll start on a Friday, but I'd had such a bad week. I just decided
to hit the bottle.
I just decided I needed to relax a little, so I did have a drink last night.
Oh, hang on, the
nice
scores
as
are
well.
coming in. Margaret's got
right.
1. Margaret back. Normal service has been resumed. Up in 5. Leslie has got 1, so she takes her score up to 3.
Ooh,
Yes.
excellent stuff.
Yes. But full marks to Leslie for sticking at it, I have to say. That's,
absolutely, and I hope you've enjoyed it. I mean,
it's a bit of fun.
This is what it's about. It's a bit of fun, and it's a bit of reminiscing as well, isn't it? Some of those tunes from yesteryear.
Oh, Paul didn't get the connection. See, I did say, give a clue to write it down, and then you should see the initials. They're all scrolling off the screen too quick. Right. Oh, Lionel got 10. Well done, Lionel.
Well done, Lionel.
I'll tell you what, Lionel does score really well. I don't know what your cumulative score is at the moment, Lionel. Could you write your cumulative score in as well? Leslie got 26. Dave Ricky.
Right, so we'll let the scores come in.
Yeah.
Just to reiterate, we are going to have a tiebreaker in a moment, whether we need it or not, just for a bit of fun. But if you've enjoyed the quiz, and you don't already like or follow us on Facebook, please do so. Then you'll know when we're doing more quizzes. So yeah, the next quiz will be next Friday, which will be
Aussie's Rock Quiz.
DJ Aussie's Rock Quiz. And then 2 weeks' time, I've got my Back to the 70s quiz. 3 weeks' time, we've got DJ Nigel's 80s quiz. We've got rock vinyl live stream on Saturday the 20th. And we'll have lots more events going on, whether it's online with the quizzes and the live stream DJing online, or when it is safe to return to the pubs and bars of Birmingham and Solihull, we will be doing that. So, yeah, please keep liking and following us so you'll know what's going on. And we've really, part of what we enjoy about this is we get so much banter and feedback and that. So I think it's, and people get to know each other on here.
We've made a whole load of friends, haven't we?
It's a little, we made friends on here, and yeah, I think we've got a little community going now.
I think I've found our winner for tonight.
We've got an outright
A change in the leadership. Oh, Gary, 16 out of 40. Gary, come on. Normally do better than that. Super duper 6 out of 10. Julie Nichols is 7. So that takes her up to 30. Creditable score, Julie.
7 out of 10 is a very good score.
And 30 out of 40, that's good.
30 out of 40, very good.
Tina is on 26. Yeah, I got that. Adrian 7 out of 40. Whoa. But he's enjoyed it. He's had a good night.
That's
and
what matters, isn't it?
Good, clean fun. So there we are with friends. That's good stuff. Well done, Margaret. Lynette, Colin has got Colin Rowe. He's got 28. Thank you, Colin. It is a great. Penny does do a really good quiz. She puts a lot of effort into these quizzes and researches them and spends all the time doing them or whatever. Marcus has said he's only got 2. Out of that last round, 18 out of the quiz, but he's had good time, so that's good. Jane Cooper, who comes on quite a lot. Jane has got 31, so that's you're up there, Jane, with the leaders. Amanda's got 16, so you know what, Amanda does really well on pub quizzes, but she sometimes struggles with these, doesn't she? Because the trouble is she hasn't got the rest of the B team.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what it is. Oh, Sam and Dog. The dog's name was Daisy, as I recall.
Oh yes, Daisy.
Sam and Daisy 18. So that's good. Yeah. Helen and Andy. Helen and Andy, hope you come on again. 20 out of 40 is a good score. In the words of Yaz, the only way is up. So that's what we normally say to Margaret. But yeah, thank you for coming on Penny's quiz.
Yes,
so
thank you, everybody.
Stick around, because although we have got an outright winner, which I'll come to now,
we'll just do the tiebreaker.
We'll do the tiebreaker. So
for a bit of fun.
The tiebreaker's a bit of fun, so it's a bit of a laugh. And the tiebreaker is to type it in the comments.
Yes, so you type your answer in the comments.
When Penny gives you the signal, she'll do a countdown, and then all type in the comments together, and then we'll see the comments go whizzing up the screen.
Yes.
So in reverse order.
Go on then.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and we've got in joint third place. In joint third place, as far as I can tell from the scores I've seen on the screen, is Jane Cooper. Well done, Jane.
Well done,
joint
Jane.
Third with Dawn and Tony Joyce.
Oh, well done.
Both on 31 there. In joint second place, on a fantastic score of 34, is Paul Kie and Jane Roger, who won Aussie's Birmingham quiz and a tiebreak. Plus Lynette and Perry. Now, Lynette and Perry were leading up until this point, so that means there's a change in the leaderboard. So I can reveal the star of tonight's quiz, which I believe is a newcomer, and he's absolutely nailed this quiz. 36 points, Mark Griffiths. So let's give Mark lots of likes and lots of hearts and things. And
congratulations!
I'll just quickly pop round.
Oh yes.
And, so well done, Mark. I do exist. So well done, Penny, for Well done, Penny, for putting that quiz together. And we'll do the tiebreak now.
We'll do the tiebreaker just for a bit of fun. Okay, so 2 weeks' time I'm doing the 70s quiz. So this is the 70s question. It's not music on this occasion, but it is, you're just going to guess it really. So, in 1970, 273,397 colour TV licences were issued. But how many were issued in 1979? I will just quickly repeat that. In 1970, 273,397 colour TV licences were issued. But how many were issued in 1979? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put your answers in the comments.
All right, let's see what people say. So it's 273,000 something or other in 1970.
Yes.
Obviously, there were quite a few more in by 1979.
Lots more in 1979.
I think, Margaret, you must have been 400,000. 2.3 million. Whoa, 22 million. Wow. 1 million, yeah. 6 million. 6 million. Whoa, 25 million. Well, people think that there was a lot between 1970 and 1979 with
They'd
TV.
be right.
Would they?
They would be right. It shot up.
Did it? Wow. Let's wait a little bit for the answers to come in. 2.7 million. Hedging your bets a bit there, aren't you, Guy? 1,000,001. I think it must have been 1,000,001. Can't have gone down, can it? Can't have gone down to 100,000. It must have been 1,000,001. 67. Ooh, okay. 1.2 million.
I better let you know what you're looking out for, hadn't I?
Oh, okay. Okay. I can see someone who's got reasonably close.
Yeah.
No, not him.
No.
No. Someone's got very close, actually.
I can see someone's out by a decimal place.
No. No, I think for the second week in a row, someone has got the. If you look at Jane Roger.
Yes, I'm assuming there's no point there.
Yeah, I think she's saying 12 million. Are you saying, Jane? 12 million. I think she says there's no decimal point.
There's no decimal place in there.
We assume you mean 12 million. In which case?
So, in which case, if you're saying Jane Roger, if you're saying 12 million,
you're spot on.
You are practically spot on. You are the winner. So I'll just run down. So, 1970, there were 273,000 odd colour TV licences. At the same time, there were 15 million black and white.
Yeah.
By 1979, the black and white were only 6 million, but colour TV licences were 12,131,445. So, Jane...
And do you know what? There would have been 12,100 and whatever it is, 1,446 if my dad had bought one.
Oh, but is he still buying the black and white one?
Yeah.
Whoa, well, I'm shocked.
You see, his theory was, my dear beloved belated father was of the opinion that there was still a lot of rubbish on the telly, and there was not that much worth watching in colour, and there wasn't much in colour at all. Apart from the snooker, he used to like the snooker.
Oh, right. And you did need that.
You did really, because otherwise you struggled a bit with the snooker. But That was the only thing, and he wasn't prepared to pay for the TV licence just for the snooker.
Well, Jane Roger, well done.
Jane,
That was
you
very,
are
very
good at these. You really
Very,
are.
very good.
Oh no, she's fessed up. No,
She was.
right.
Oh, listen, he was still on David
Quick,
Ricketts.
take that trophy away.
David Ricketts put 9 million.
Did he? In which case, David Ricketts, you are the closest, I think. Yeah. David got 9 million.
Yes.
Lynette and Perry got 8.9 million, I think it was.
Here's a little bit of info as well about the 1979 colour TV licence.
See, honesty on this quiz,
Honestly,
Jane
isn't
Roger
that lovely?
could have just taken all the glory there, but no, she's fessed up and she can sleep soundly tonight.
Well done, Jane.
Well done, Jane.
So that's
David celebrating there.
Yeah,
I think he thinks he's won some sort of prize.
No, you've won
the honour. The glory.
The honour and the glory. Here's a little bit of information. So the colour TV licence in 1979 cost £34.
Wow.
It's currently £157.50, and some people are making a bit of a scene about it. It's due to go up by £1.50 to £159. But let's just look at that. The 1979 colour TV licence was £34. The equivalent, apparently, at 2013 prices, so it's going to be different now, but it was the equivalent of £163.
So it's not
So
good
in fact,
in inflation.
the inflation is still cheaper than it was back in 1979. It's good value. Anyway.
Right then.
On that note,
we're going to say goodbye, aren't we?
We're going to say goodbye. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We hope you've enjoyed it. Keep safe, keep following us, and please join us again. Thank you all.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See you next Friday.
Cheers, everyone.
Well done, Pen.
Thank you.
Switch off now.